Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be checking out the new support coming out for Gaia, and on top of that, Armed Dragon's getting some new support too. Hopefully it's going to be finally a viable deck in today's metagame. And if you're excited about them getting support, drop a like on this video. But on top of that, we've also got more support for the Beartic archetype. That's like that synchro one. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out these new cards. So the first thing I gotta check out first is Armed Dragon, because it's a really hype thing. It's like kind of like for Yu-Gi-Oh fans that have been watching, like, you know, stuff for a long time. But anyways, Pile Armed Dragon is a level 7 Wind Dragon effect monster with 2800 attack and 1000 defense points. And it says you can only use this card's name first and second effects once per turn each. The first effect is you get to send one dragon monster that is either wind or level 7 or higher from your hand to the graveyard, except for this card, just special on this card from your hand. Okay. And then the second part of it says you get to send one armed dragon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, except for Pile Armed Dragon. Then target one face-up monster you control. You can only attack with one monster for the rest of the turn. Also, the target gains 300 attack times the level of the monster sent. Okay. So potentially being able to get, you know, massive amounts of stuff. It's hype, I understand, but I really feel like it's not exactly going to make the deck from where it's standing now to, oh my gosh, best deck ever. It's not the Spellbook of Judgment for the Armed Dragon archetype, but nonetheless, hey, some support is good support, and maybe they'll eventually give us, you know, some really, really nasty support later down the line for the Armed Dragon. But also on top of that, the Beartic did get some new support too, which is called the Usarctic Departure. Here is the zoomed up artwork on this. This is the normal spell card that says you can only use this card's name first and second effects once per turn each. The first effect is to discard one card to add 2 Usarctic monsters from your deck to your hand. The second part is if you attribute a monster or monsters to activate Usarctic monsters effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You cannot use this effect during the turn it was sent to the graveyard. Okay, that's a huge downside for it, but being able to have a lot more consistent, because basically with Usarctic you have like a big small one. That's kind of how the archetype works. This actually really helps out the deck, but the deck isn't really good at the moment. However, one thing I see with this is if this gets negated or something, obviously you have to discard as a cost. Maybe the other card that you discard, you can get some value out of the grave or something. But I'd say that's kind of potentially very minus if something does get stopped from, you know, any hand trap or something like that. But nonetheless, we still got that Gaia support. Hopefully it's going to be OP or somewhat viable. Anyways, next up, this is going to be Curse of the Dragon, the Magical Dragon. And by the way, where we are going to be getting these, at least in the OCG as of right now, it's in the Valuable Book EX, which will be going on sale on March 19th. We don't know when it's going to be coming out in the TCG or how they're going to be printing it at, but nonetheless, that's when these are going to be available first. Anyways, so Curse of the Dragon, the Magical Night Dragon, is a level 5 Dark Dragon Fusion effect monster, and it's got 2000 attack and 1500 defense points. And its materials are 1 warrior monster plus 1 level 5 or higher dragon monster. And it says you can only use this card's name first effect once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you get to target one spell/trap that lists the card name Gaia the Dragon Champion in its text in your graveyard and add it to your hand. The second part is if you would fusion summon a level 7 dragon monster, you can also use monsters from your graveyard as materials by banishing them. Okay, that's a very interesting effect. I wasn't really expecting that, but at the end of the day, at first I'm like, okay, maybe a good super poly target if you match up against something, right? Because any warrior monster plus it kind of works. But the effect, obviously, you need that. And then I don't know if any archetype is going to have some real good synergy with this. There is potentially, but you'll have to obviously kind of play the deck. I don't really know if there's any really amazing targets for this for like super poly and then the second following up play. And obviously, yeah, there's probably better super poly targets than this at the end of the day. So I want to say I'm a little bit disappointed that they're not like insane, but just for collector purposes, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that just want it just simply for the artwork. I've been looking at them with those massive amount of drills, but anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You guys can let me know your thoughts on them down below. But thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in the future, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and you'll definitely see more very soon. But take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.